Hello, it's Cheyenne Reads and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book haul filled with books I picked up from used bookstores, Goodwill, Book Mail. I bought some from the library. It's just like a huge haul that I feel like I need to get out and need to post. I didn't post last week and I hope you don't mind. College was just a little hectic. But I guess we'll start with book mail that Emily from Emmy Pooh 2 on Instagram sent me. I won Jane Eyre in a giveaway by her, and then we decided to do a book swap. I'm sure everyone knows what this classic is about. I honestly know it's a love story or something like that. There was some discourse within my friend group about the age range between Jane Eyre and the love interest in the book, so I'm excited to read this. It's Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian, and I'm so excited to get into this. It's been on my radar for a while. It says Princess, Prisoner, Orphan, Rebel. Sounds good to me already. Theodosia was 6 when her country was invaded and her mother, the Fire Queen, was murdered before her eyes. On that day, the Kaiser took Theodosia's family, her land, and her name. Theo was crowned Ash Princess, a title of shame to wear in her new life as a prisoner. So that's just a little bit about it, and I'm excited to get into this. Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. Here it is. I'm so excited to get into this. I saw it based on the cover when she was showing me books that I could choose from. I was like, I love this cover. I have to read it. That's kind of how it goes with me. I like pretty covers. It says, first kisses sometimes wake slumbering princesses, undo spells, and spark happily ever afters. Mine broke bail. So I believe this is a YA young adult novel, and I'm excited to get into it. I've been seeing this on Book Talk. Someone said this has LGBTQ rep, and I really want to read this. I don't really know much about it outside of that, but it says two best friends, a shared birthday, 6 years. Eric, there was a day we were born. There was the minute Morgan and I decided we were best friends for life. The years that we stuck by each other's side as Morgan's mom died, as he moved across town, as I joined the football team, as my parents started fighting, but sometimes I worry that Morgan and I won't be best friends forever. That there will be a day, a minute, a second when it all falls apart and there's no turning back the clock. And that's just a little bit about it. Excited to read this. Also seen all over Book Talk, and that's why I was so happy when she had this book, and it's Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. Just so excited for this. It's kind of like Alice in the Wonderland, and I've read the first couple pages, honestly. But so far what I know is that the main character, her dad, is like really ruthless. Everyone's afraid of him. Everyone listens to him. And she's just supposed to be like this perfect little princess. And I could be wrong, but this is what I gathered so far. So that's all I got from Emily. Thank you, Emily, for sending me these books. So I bought Wuthering Heights from like the only used bookstore left in my city, apparently. The one I used to go to closed down, and I'm excited to read this. This is a classic. I don't think I really have to say much about it. Wuthering Heights, love story. Then I picked up Heidi from a Little Free Library because for the Children's Classics Readathon that Snow and Books is hosting, this is one of the picks for one of the months. I can't remember what month, but when I saw it there, I was like, okay, I need this for the book club or readathon. Yeah, Little Princess from the used bookstore, and it's okay, but I really wanted a much prettier copy, and I found this one at the library for literally $1. Hardcovers are $1 at the library, and it's so, I don't know, I love it. It's so pretty on the inside. I'll show you. This is so beautiful. Just love the yellow. And I'm excited to get into this. Despair and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden from the used bookstore, and it's in perfect condition. I know this is giving off like winter vibes, and it's something I want to read while it's still winter. It did snow today in Las Vegas, and I'm like, it would have been nice to read this last night while it was snowing and yesterday while it was snowing, but yeah, I'm excited to read it. It says winter lasts most of the year at the edge of the Russian wilderness, and in the long nights, Melissa and her siblings left together by the fire to listen to their nurse's fairy tales. Above all, Vasya loves the story of the frost, the blue-eyed winter demon. Wise Russians fear him, for he claims unwary souls and they honor the spirits that protect their homes from evil. So that's a little bit about it. I'm excited to read this. I keep checking this book out from the library and returning it because I just never can seem to get to it. But I'm vowing that I'm gonna read it, especially since I purchased it and it's so beautiful. It's the second book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, and it's Crown of Midnight. I finished Throne of Glass at the end of last year. It was my last 2020 book, and I'm really enjoying the series. This book starts off a little slow for my taste, but I'm also only 61 pages in, so obviously I have a lot left of the book for it to really pick up, you know? So I'm excited for this one. Picked up The Girl in the Spider Web by David Lashrance. I don't know if I'm saying this right, from A Little Free Library. I know I have some of this series, I believe, so I needed to pick this up. And I think he's the one who wrote The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, or I could be wrong. And then I picked up The Sleepwalker by Chris Bohjalian, and this is about a woman who sleepwalks in the middle of the night and her whole family's upset and they can't find her. When I saw that, I was like, I have to get this because it sounds like a thriller, feels like a thriller, so I'm excited to get into this. I found An Unwanted Guest by Shara Lapena. It was only $1.99. I had to get it because I've heard so much hype around this book, and I'm loving thrillers right now, probably even more than I'm loving fantasy, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm just in a thriller mood, and I'm excited to get into it. It says, it's winter in the Catskills, and Mitchell's Inn is the perfect setting for a relaxing, maybe even romantic weekend getaway. It boasts spacious old rooms with huge wood-burning fireplaces and a... My class starts in 10 minutes and I'm still filming this video, so speed round. It boasts spacious old rooms with huge wood-burning fireplaces and a well-stocked wine cellar, and is ideal for just curling up with a good murder mystery. So when a blizzard cuts off the electricity and all contact with the outside world, the guests settle in and try to make the best of it. Soon, though, one of the guests turns up dead. It looks like an accident. But when a second guest dies, the others start to panic. Within the Snowden paradise, something or someone is picking off the guests one by one, and there's nothing they can do but hunker down and hope they can survive the storm and one another. So I'm so excited to read this. This sounds so good. I have another Shara Lapena book, so I'm excited to start this one off and see if I like it a little bit more than how the other ones. Then I went to another Goodwill and I hit the jackpot at this one. I got The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. When I read the back, it was basically saying like a doctor's wife had a child who had Down syndrome, and he told the nurse to send the baby to an institution, and the nurse decided to keep the child and raise it for himself. And I'm taking a lifespan psychology class, and we were talking about how children with Down syndrome would be sent to institutions back in the day, and how that shouldn't have happened, is what my professor had said. And when I saw this yesterday and I just had that lesson last week, I was like, I have to get it because I'm interested in learning more about this. I love psychology, and I'm definitely interested in giving this a read, and I'm glad she decided to raise the baby. Picked up If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I've got this from the library, but I never read it, and I believe it's about like a group of students from college or something like that, or maybe high school, who committed a crime or are accused of committing a crime, and it's kind of like a whodunit type thing. I could be wrong, but I'm excited about this one. It is a little gross. I didn't notice that until after I bought it, but $3, I'll keep it. Then the one that I was most excited for, and I was freaking out in the store, The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. It was only $150 because this tag was 50% off, and I've been wanting this book for so long. But basically it's about a woman who's accused of murdering her husband, and she's like a painter or something like that. I think I read the first chapter when I got it on loan from the library, and I never finished it, but now that I'm more into thrillers, I'm excited to read this and pick this up. Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I'm so excited to read this. I know Kristen from Kristen's Corner has been hyping up Ruth Ware and telling me to read books by this author, and I'm finally gonna bite the bullet and do it. I saw this, thought of Kristen, and I was like, okay, I need to pick this up. And I saw that Kristen got this for Christmas or something like that. I don't know, I'm just excited. It was only $2, and I'm like, I'm just gonna give it a chance. Don't know what it's about, but I think that's the theme of this video. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more book hauls from me, or reading vlogs, or anything book related content, please subscribe. Comment down below what you thought of this video, if you've read any of these books, and let's just talk in the comments.